everyone, in this video we will cover the current affairs. I am Nuzhat Sana. For mobile optimized ebooks, please install GK Today Academy app. You can attend the quizzes on this app for better practice, and after that you can also read the detailed explanation of the questions you have missed. For regular updates, please check our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box. You can subscribe to it if you find it relevant. For hard copy books, you can visit our website gktbooks.com. Okay. Also, our latest initiative is UPSC Prelims Test Series for 2021 and 2022 in GK Today Academy app. So if you are appearing in UPSC Prelims, you may consider joining this. So now, without wasting any further time, let's get started. So today we'll be discussing most important MCQs for 4th and 5th of July 2021. Starting with very first question, which Asian country was declared malaria free by the World Health Organization recently? So recently China has been officially certified as malaria free by WHO, and do remember that it is only the second country in the Asia Pacific region to get this tag. So which is the first country to be malaria free? It is Sri Lanka, and Sri Lanka became malaria free in the year 2016. So in the 1940s it had an estimated 30 million cases of malaria and there was nearly 3 lakh deaths per year. But now China has maintained zero indigenous malaria cases for 4 consecutive years. So that's why it has been declared as malaria free. Can you tell me where does the World Health Organization headquarters lies? Please write in the comment section. Apart from it, Russia and China were in news. Why? Because they have together unveiled a roadmap for a joint international lunar research station. Then also, recently Russia and China has successfully announced to extend TGNFC, which is Treaty of Good Neighborliness and Friendly Cooperation. So already we have talked about this in the previous lecture. If you want to know more about it, please refer to them. Can you tell me a bite of female Anopheles mosquito causes which disease? Please write the name of that particular disease. Question number 2. Which is the biggest air carrier in Saudi Arabia? So it is Saudi Arabian Airlines, which is owned by the state, is the biggest carrier in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So recently Saudi has announced plans to launch a second national airline, and this initiative would push the kingdom to the 5th rank globally in terms of air transit traffic. So the decision aims to turn the kingdom into a global logistic hub. Now Saudi was in news in the February month. Why? Because it has opened up the armed forces for women, and now women can be recruited there as soldiers, corporals, sergeants or staff sergeants, and this decision has been taken to increase the rights of women in the country. Question number 3. Which is the first mRNA vaccine to get emergency use license in India? So recently India has approved its 4th COVID-19 vaccine, and it is first mRNA vaccine called Moderna mRNA 1273. So it is sold under the brand name Spikevax in the USA, and now the vaccines can be imported to India without bridging clinical studies. So Moderna vaccine, which has 94.1% of efficiency, will be available in India through the Indian pharma company called Cipla. Now apart from it, there were 2 vaccines which were in news these days. First is Sinopharm and second is Sinovac. So these vaccines have got the approval from WHO, and now they can be used as emergency vaccine against COVID-19. And these vaccines belong to China. Also recently, Ministry of Health has approved the recommendation of NTAGI for all the pregnant women to get vaccination against COVID-19. What is NTAGI? It is National Technical Advisory Group on Immunization. Question number 4. Which organization conducts the TOEFL and GRE test? First of all, what is this TOEFL? Test of English as a Foreign Language. Then GRE is Graduate Record Examinations. So these tests are a type of standard test that is an admission requirement for many graduate schools in the USA and many other countries. So these tests are conducted by ETS, means Educational Testing Service. Actually, ETS is the world's largest private educational assessment organization, and this conducts several tests including TOEFL and GRE. Now why this is in news? Because recently it has announced that Aadhaar card will be accepted as an identification for taking these tests. So students have to, however, submit the original version of their Aadhaar card as received in the mail. So that's why this is in news, and do remember that ETS is the US based organization. Question number 5. Which tax on crude palm oil was recently reduced to 10%? So as per a recent notification by CBIC, means Central Board of Indirect Taxes and Customs, the basic custom duty on crude palm oil has been cut to 10% and refined palm oil to 37.5%. So it is the custom duty which has been reduced. Why this decision has been taken? Because it is expected that this tax reduction could make palm oil more attractive than rival soybean oil and sunflower oil. So it will help in boosting the imports and bring down the edible oil prices. So this lower tax rate will apply from June 30 to September 30, means for 3 months. Apart from it, Farzad B gas field was in news. What is it? It is a type of offshore natural gas field which is situated 20 kilometers away from Farsi Island in Iran. So it is in news because in the May month, Iran has gave the contract to its domestic gas producer Petropars for the development of Farzad B gas field. Then also remember that now USA has become the second biggest oil suppliers of India by overtaking Saudi Arabia in the month of March due to the lower crude demands there at USA. Okay. Question number 6. Which post is held by Amitabh Kant whose tenure has been extended? So Amitabh Kant is serving as the CEO of Niti Aayog, which is Indian government think tank, and recently the ACC, means the Appointments Committee of the Cabinet, which is chaired by our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, has extended the tenure of Amitabh Kant to another 1 year. So this will be the third extension of Amitabh Kant since he has joined the Niti Aayog in 2016. Apart from it, there was a campaign from Niti Aayog called Surakshit Hum Surakshit Tum, and this campaign aims to provide home care support to all the asymptomatic COVID patients. Then apart from it, Niti Aayog has released a study on the not-for-profit hospitals model in India. So this was done basically to make comparisons with private hospitals and health schemes of central government. Okay. Question number 7. What is the rank of India in the Global Cyber Security Index 2020? So recently this index has been launched by ITU, means International Telecommunication Union, which is a United Nations body. And this is the very first time when India has entered the top 10 list. So it has moved up 37 places to be placed in the 10th best country in the world on key cyber safety parameters. So India is ranked at 10th position. Do remember that this index was topped by USA, followed by UK and Saudi Arabia at the second position and Estonia at the third position. Okay. Now there was Global Report on Racial Justice and Inequality. It was released by which institution? UNHRC, means United Nations Human Rights Commission. Then also recently, World Economic Forum has released Global Energy Transition Index, in which India was ranked at 87th position among 115 countries. And this was topped by Sweden and further followed by Norway and Denmark. And apart from these two, in the previous lecture we have revised lot of reports and indices, like there was Global Gender Index, like there was Global Gender Gap Index, then Global Peace Index, then there was World Press Freedom Index and various others. So if you want to revise all of it, please refer to the previous lecture. Question number 8. Which social media company launched a set of publishing and subscription tools named as Bulletin? So recently Facebook has announced a set of publishing and subscription tools named as Bulletin, and this will aim to promote independent writers in the US. So this bulletin will include support which would focus on creation of content, monetization and audience growth. And it will also aim to integrate its existing tools to support writing and audio content, which would be from like podcast to live audio rooms in one place. Now few days back Facebook was also in news because it has signed a deal to buy renewable energy in India from a firm called as Clean Max. And also recently, Twitter has appointed interim chief compliance officer for India to comply with new IT rules of central government. Question number 9. CBSE has launched financial literacy curriculum for students in association with which institution? So recently CBSE, that is Central Board of Secondary Education, has joined hands with the NPCI, means National Payments Corporation of India, to launch a financial literacy curriculum for students of class 6. So in this, FLT, means the financial literacy textbook, has been launched as a part of new elective financial literacy subject. So this will enable the students to have an understanding of basic financial concepts at an early stage of their education. Now apart from it, few days back CBSE has also launched a competency based assessment framework, and for class 6 to 10, 3 subjects were there: English, Science and Maths. So this initiative was part of CBSE competency based education project, and this has been launched to replace existing model in accordance with new national education policy in next 2-3 years. Question number 10. Which state owned insurance company has been recommended by Niti Aayog for privatization? So as per the recent reports, the Niti Aayog has recommended privatization of UIIC, means United India Insurance Company. So this privatization in the banking, insurance and financial services sector are classified as strategic in its new public sector enterprise policy. So UIIC is the insurer of many insurance schemes which are run by the state governments. So do remember that this decision of Niti Aayog has been criticized by AIIEA, means All India Insurance Employees Association. Why? Because earlier government had decided to merge 3 public sector general insurance companies, but later on it has given up these plans and now it is pushing for the privatization. So that's why it is in controversy. And we have already seen that Government of India has extended the tenure of Niti Aayog CEO, who is Amitabh Kant, for further 1 year. Question number 11. Which department released the National Space Transportation Policy? So recently the Department of Space has come out with a draft space transportation policy, under which it has encouraged private participation in the space technology. So the policy also lays special emphasis on research and development in green fuel, then robotic space exploration and reusable rockets. Apart from it, recently Department of Space has notified the detailed structure and roles of I&Space, means Indian National Space Promotion and Authorization, and this will be engaged in the commercialization of the space related activities in the country. Question number 12. When was the GST system of taxation implemented in India? So GST was implemented in India on 1st of July 2017, and recently on 1st of July 2021, it was the 4th anniversary of GST implementation, and hence this day has been designated by the central government as GST Day. And on the same day, that is 1st of July, we celebrate a very important day called Doctor's Day. So this year our Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman has proposed to issue certificates of appreciation to 54,000 GST payers for timely filing of returns to mark the GST Day. Now let's see some static facts about GST. GST was first of all implemented in which country? In France. Then India's GST model is based on Canadian model, and within India, first state to implement GST is Assam. It covers our article number 279 under 101st Constitutional Amendment Act 2016. You have to tell me one very simple thing. Is GST a direct tax or indirect tax? Please write in the comment section if you know. Question number 13. The Communist Party of which country has celebrated its 100th foundation year recently? So recently it was China's Communist Party, which was marked as the 100th year of its inception. So this was celebrated in a huge way at the country's Tiananmen Square, And to mark this event, a 100-gun salute was made. And for this occasion, the China's leader Xi Jinping addressed that the party was the only force which was capable of ensuring the country's rise. Also remember that recently China has banned the synthetic cannabinoids. Why? To curb the illegal manufacturing and trafficking of drugs. Then apart from it, China has also launched its first satellite of new generation meteorological satellite called Fangyun 4B, and this would be used for the fields of weather analysis, environment and disaster monitoring. Question number 14. Which organization released the report titled COVID-19 and Tourism? So recently this report has been developed by UNCTAD along with UNWTO, that is United Nations World Tourism Organization, and as per this report, the crash in international tourism due to COVID-19 pandemic can lead to a loss of about $4 trillion to the global GDP in the year 2020 to 21. So it's not million, billion, it's trillion. So this estimated loss is said to be caused due to direct impact and indirect ripple effect on other sectors which are closely linked to the tourism industry. Then UNCTAD is also important because this time United Nations General Assembly has approved Rebecca Greenspan to be first woman official who will head UNCTAD, and she is the economist from Costa Rica. Then UNCTAD has also released World Investment Report 2021 in the last month, and according to this, India is the 5th largest FDI recipient in 2020. Coming to last question, when is the National Doctors Day observed every year in India? So every year 1st of July is observed as the National Doctors Day in India by the Indian Medical Association. So this day is celebrated in memory of Dr. Bidhan Chandra Roy, who was the former Chief Minister of Bengal and who has made the enormous contribution to mankind by his service as a doctor. So that's why we celebrate this day on his honor. Then apart from it, 2nd July is celebrated as World UFO Day to mark the presence of unidentified flying objects. Now you have to tell me, when do we celebrate International Yoga Day and what was the theme for this year as well. Please write in the comment section if you know. Now let's start with today's quiz. Here on the slide you can see 5 questions which have been taken from the past 2-3 days current affairs. Pause the video and try to solve each of these questions. And at the end of the lecture, do not forget to share your scores. So please be honest and do not cheat with yourself. So that's it for today. I hope you have liked the session. These were the important news and events from today, and we will meet again tomorrow with some more important current affairs. Till then, stay tuned. Thank you so much for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe to GK Today. With this, Meenu Zatsana signing off.